Warning. This is not your safe space. Move along, now.
How can you live with yourself like that? You don't kill the human.
Text messages that were sent to the girl, they are very inappropriate. I can't share them. A lot of them sexual in nature, but the family says that when this girl turned down those sexual advances, that's when a photo with a gun and a threat was sent her way.
And Dennis is considered armed and dangerous, so police are saying anyone who thinks that they may notice him or see him out in the community, they're asked not to approach him.
The man left the car and took off running with a woman and child.
It says, Chance, I'm gonna blow your head off.
But right now, you got the devil in you. You do something like that. How can you live with yourself? How can you sleep during the night?
But by selling drugs is not a way to fight your addiction, and we will continue to target you.
He is wanted for the sexual assault and burglary and kidnapping of an elderly woman at the senior community living center that you see behind me.
Because I ain't seen it. It wasn't me.
Today's operation conducted or concluded with the purchase of pills, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, all sorts of illegal drugs, including marijuana.
You do something like that. How can you live with yourself? How can you sleep during the night? How can you sleep during the night? How can you sleep during the night? How can you sleep during the night?
Damn!
Now YouTube censored. Now YouTube censored.
I'm mad as hell right now. Yes, I am.
Viewer discretion is advised. Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
Hi, how are you today? Settled along Cherokee's Antique Row.
My children, my brother, my grandchildren, everybody. Everyone has made a living off this building.
Sherry Elder wouldn't have her business anywhere else.
From the mailman to the UPS guy, I mean, you just know everybody.
But recently, she's received some unwelcoming messages.
This is the sign that was posted on my window.
The latest, concerning enough to call police.
It was big. It was for everybody to see.
Written on a piece of paper, the words, "Pig supporters not welcome. Flag goes down or you go down."
Oh, it's most definitely a threat.
She says the threats began after she posted this American flag with a thin blue line outside her shop to show her support for police.
They would cuss at you, they would harass you, they would harass the customers.
Elder took the flag down about a month ago.
I thought things were getting better, but apparently it's not.
Just a few doors down, the window at DeMay Limited Antiques is now boarded up. The surveillance video from the night before shows one person kicking and hitting it before running off with two others. The owner here also had a thin blue line flag, but it was stolen.
My business, my friends are being targeted.
While the message is concerning,
it needs to stop before somebody gets hurt.
Elder isn't letting it push her out.
I have every right to fly a flag.
A flag she says she placed to show support, not create division.
I want to come back to some kind of normalcy where people have respect for one another.
The kind of respect that brought her here in the first place.
Yeah, Diana, CMPD is investigating. Here's the police report right here. A 14-year-old boy was arrested for communicating threats to that 13-year-old girl. They're both students here at Druid Hills Academy, but a lot of this happened outside of the classroom. Text messages that were sent to the girl, they're very inappropriate. I can't share them. A lot of them sexual in nature, but the family says that when this girl turned down those sexual advances, that's when a photo with a gun and a threat was sent her way. 14-year-old McQuay Joseph admits he took this photo where he's pointing a gun.
That was my first time ever having a gun in my hand. Systems all okay, I'm gonna hold it. What if something could have happened to me?
13-year-old Chance Greer says Joseph sent it to her with a threatening message.
It says, Chance, I'm gonna blow your head off. And then it has a picture of the gun.
They live in these Charlotte apartments off Julia Avenue. This porch is where the 14-year-old says he took the photo, but claims it was someone else who texted it from his phone.
Because I ain't seen it. It wasn't me.
Translation. I didn't do nothing. Nothing at all.
His mother says he was punished. Do you know whose gun it was or where the gun came from?
No, I really don't, because I don't condone in that. That's why I whooped him, because I'm trying to figure out who put a gun in the minor's hand.
The victim's mother says it's not enough.
We do not need a school shooting to wake us up.
The two students go to Druid Hills Academy. Family says the two argued over the text message at lunch on Friday, and both are now suspended for disruptive behavior.
In Florida, those poor parents, they did not know, they were not aware, they did not have a chance to ask for help. They did not have a chance to be in the principal's office and say, hey, this kid needs help. I do, and I have. And I just want something to be done.
The 14-year-old says he's sorry.
I messed up by just taking it and taking a picture.
Still, serious questions remain.
Where'd you get the gun from?
My homie.
Is he your age, or?
Around it, yeah.
Where did he get the gun from?
I don't know.
Don't you think you're a little too young to be playing with guns?
Yeah.
Do you know where the gun's at now? You sure?
Uh-huh.
CMS says that appropriate action was taken on those suspensions because of how the two acted in class, but they say since the photo wasn't taken here on school property, there's really nothing additional they can do. That an appropriate punishment was made. As for that gun, that's the big question. CMPD says it has still not been able to locate that gun.
The Richmond family is hoping the person who killed an elderly man in a hit and run will hear their message tonight.
They are angry that someone left 73-year-old Samuel Pope after crashing into him at Maury Street and Purdue Avenue. Ashley Montfort is live at the police station. Ashley, police say the suspect wasn't alone when this happened.
No, police say the driver left his car behind and actually ran off with a woman and a child. Now, family tells me that Samuel Pope was on his way home after grabbing dinner when he was hit and killed. He only lived a few blocks away from where the crash happened.
Although 73-year-old Samuel Pope was retired, he never stopped working.
Cleaning up offices at the library building. And then he worked at the store, Southside Plaza grocery store, as a truck driver.
Shirley Fordham was his longtime girlfriend. The two had been together for 20 years.
Likes to wear hats.
He loved hats. He had a hunk of hats upstairs. He loved hats.
And the last time she talked to Pope was a friendly reminder about picking her up.
Yeah, I say, make sure you have your phone on, because half the time it's in his pocket. He can't hear it when it rings.
But the two would never see each other again. Just before 7 o'clock Saturday night, police say Pope was killed in a hit-and-run crash at Maury Street and Purdue Avenue.
Police say Pope was driving this way down Maury Street. Then when he got to the intersection, they say that the suspect ran the stop sign and collided with Pope's car.
Police say the man left the car and took off running with a woman and child. Pope died at the hospital about an hour later.
How can you live with yourself like that? You don't kill the human being.
And this family has one clear message for the driver or people who know him.
You give yourself up. Because right now, you got the devil in you. You do something like that. How can you live with yourself? How can you sleep during the night?
And Fordham says Samuel Pope never had children, but did consider her grandchildren as his own. If you know anything that could help police, you're urged to call Crime Stoppers at 780-1000.
Right now on WREL, you can help police find this man. He's accused of a burglary and a sexual assault at a retirement community in Cary. We're so glad you're with us this Sunday evening. I'm Ken Smith. Cary police are actively searching for that man in connection with the crimes this weekend. WREL's Candace Sweat is live at the retirement community where the incidents happened. Woodland Terrace, which is located off Kildare Farm Road. And Candace, what have you learned so far?
Well, Ken, as you mentioned, there is a warrant out for the arrest of Antoine Davis.
Antoine? What the buck is that?
We'll make sure you get a good look at his face in just a moment, but he is wanted for the sexual assault and burglary and kidnapping of an elderly woman at the Senior Community Living Center that you see behind me. Now, this all happened just before 12:30 yesterday morning. Cary police say they responded to the assault of an elderly woman in her room at the Woodland Terrace Senior Living Community Center. Now they're asking for help locating 35-year-old Antoine Dennis, who has now warrants out on charges of first-degree burglary, forcible rape, and first-degree kidnapping. He is seen in surveillance video wearing a camouflage jacket and sunglasses. He's said to be about 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs about 175 pounds. Police, when they arrived on the scene, did secure and search the area with K9 units. But as you mentioned, Dennis is still said to be on the run, and that's according to a press release that came out around 3 this afternoon. Now, about an hour ago, we did receive a comment from the executive director for the community center. He released a statement saying the safety of our residents and associates is top priority. We have taken extra steps to secure our community, including restricting entry to the building, changing access codes, and adding another security guard to make rounds throughout the night. And Dennis is considered armed and dangerous, so police are saying anyone who thinks that they may notice him or see him out in the community, they're asked not to approach him. And looking at records previously, Dennis was arrested for larceny, malicious conduct, and felony breaking and entering in the past. Anyone with information is asked to call the Cary Police Department.
At 6, a man wanted by Richland County deputies in connection to a shooting earlier this month. is now behind bars. Demetrius Campbell was charged with attempted murder for the shooting on February 2nd that severely injured another man. Deputies say Campbell shot the man multiple times after an argument. The victim continues to recover this evening in the hospital.
Sheriff, can you tell us about today's operation?
Absolutely. We made it clear repeatedly, numerous times beforehand, that if you deal drugs or you're a career criminal in Iredell County, that we will target you. Today makes no difference. Today, deputies fanned out all parts of North Iredell and South Iredell and inside the city of Statesville to target drug dealers and those that are selling drugs in our communities. We know that drug dealing breeds other crime and violence, such as them defending their property through threats of an assault, committing larcenies to support their habit. Today's operation concluded with the purchase of pills, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, all sorts of illegal drugs, including marijuana. These are not your average users. These are people that actually sold hand-to-hand purchases to an undercover officer. If we understand, if you have an addiction problem, let us know. We're the first to help. But by selling drugs is not a way to fight your addiction, and we will continue to target you. And anyone with information, please let us know. We'll be glad to follow up on and catch them on one of our other operations.
These suspects are exactly the type of criminal who need to be locked up for a long time. Apparently getting arrested does not make much of an impact to them. We will continue to target and aggressively go after these types of suspects, and we will not stop.
And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more and interesting information like this.
Fight their asses.